Let's talk about big goals, setting huge expectations, and then actually achieving it. Right? Let's talk about it. Hey, my name is Richard. I'm an adventure filmmaker. I focus on running, trying to encourage people to get out there and do something that will change their life. Only they got off the couch. Today, I want to speak about Ryan's son, Des. Des is kind of a big deal, especially in South Africa, in the running community, because Ryan just took on what is, to me, the most mind-blowing race, Cocodona 250. So Ryan just took on this race based in Arizona in the United States. It's Cocodona 250, and the 250 is for 250 miles. For those of us who are not good at maths and converting miles to kilometers, 250 miles is 400 kilometers. Can you just process in your mind? Like, where are you right now? Where away from you is 400 kilometers. It's insane. That is very, very far. He just took his feet and he ran that distance. Not only did he complete this race, but Ryan, South African, once again, don't forget that, Ryan finished second. And there were some talented, like top ultra runners, Courtney DeWalter, who eventually dropped out, but she didn't finish. Ryan did finish, and he did it amazingly, second overall, and just outstanding. So well done to him. And that makes me think about some of the things and some of the goals that I have in my head, but I haven't really articulated and I haven't spoken about. So doing a marathon at the age of 48, I have never done a marathon before, with just 9 weeks of training available to me, and then actually going out and doing that run felt like a Cocodona 250. It felt impossible. You know, from where I was, sitting on the couch, doing nothing with my life other than just working, you know, pretending that I have a life, to going out and running a marathon. Like, that is wild. That was wild for me. And then to take on other challenges, you know, like I've just run an ultra distance, which is more than 42 kilometers, you know, and so the goals and the things that I'm striving for are still there. Like I think about the Kakro of 100 miler, you know, that is 160 kilometers, if those of you still don't have the calculator available. But what I'm finding in all of this is setting these huge, amazing, big, fantastic goals. It's a driving force. Cool, let's go. Like, it's a purpose. It gives you purpose and meaning. And think about those things like running Neisner again would be really, really great. But there are other things like Rhino's Horn, which is in the Drakensberg, you know, not too far from where I am, 3 hours drive. That is something that I want to do. That is, it's not the tallest peak in South Africa, but over 3,000 kilometers. No, over 3,000 meters high, that peak, Rhino's Peak. And we were there in February. I got to be just sort of at the footpath of where the trail starts, heading up to the peak, to the summit. Like, I'm really interested in doing that. So I'm going to plan, like, it talks about the treacherous journey. Yeah, it sounds scary, but I'm so intrigued. I would just love to do that. You know, I'm also setting myself a goal of doing like a multi-day trail festival type thing where you go, and the Friday you run, the Saturday you run, and the Sunday you run, and you do incredible distances. Like, that's something that I now feel I'm capable of doing with the right training and mindset. I think more importantly than anything else, it's your mindset has to be right. Like, these things are now possible. Things I never thought was possible are now possible. So in all my videos, I talk about this. You know, I want to encourage and motivate you to go out there and do things that you never thought was possible. And those are things that I'm talking about. Now, that might not be possible for you. You might think a marathon's not possible for you. But I thought that as well. And I was just like, I'm just going to try. I remember messaging my friend Ryan, a different Ryan. I mean, I wish I was friends with this Ryan, but I mean, we're not friends. And so I messaged a different Ryan, and I asked him, you know, I said, hey, it's not in knowing that we can, but let's go out there and try anyway. When you set these goals, when you set any goals like losing weight, or, I mean, I think losing weight is a superficial goal. I think eating better is a better goal. Like, that's more tangible, and it's not attached to like weight, because your gain might not be in in or your gain in losing weight at the goal. Your gain in the goal might not be losing weight, but your gain might be something else. That's happened to me. In this running, when I started out, the measuring the fitness and all of that stuff, like the gain wasn't in that. The gain was here. What happened in my head was my thinking of what could be possible. I mean, I ran up a mountain. Before I ran the marathon, I ran up Table Mountain. I didn't go all the way up to the top of the mountain, running up to that cable car station. That was an impossible goal. But for some reason, just after a few runs, I actually got it in my head that I can do that. And that's the beautiful thing about all of this, about all the stuff that we are possible, we as a collective, you and I, that we are possible of doing simply because we get off the couch and we go out and we try. And that's what I'm trying to encourage everyone. That's what this message is about. If anything, just go out and try. I mean, I've had some beautiful runs, being able to go out in nature, being able to go out and run on different mountain peaks and hills and through valleys and through the heat, through the mud, through the rain, just to go out and go for a run. And as the winner of the Cocodona 250, Ryan did it in 61 hours. You think that's 3 days of running? 3 days of running is 61 hours. But the winner did it in slightly less time. But as he says, when he went out for Cocodona, he says,
just running, feeling good. I got no strategy. We're just running. Have a good one.
Yeah. And that's all it is. That's all I'm out here trying to do. Is I'm just out here trying to go for a run. I'm just out here trying to share stories, trying to motivate you that you can do it too. There's no special gift required. I've had gout and I felt like I couldn't walk. And for me to go from that to the kind of running that I'm doing today, I'm not sure what excuses you can use that says that you can't. I'm just not sure. I just don't think I would believe that excuse. If you've got a valid excuse, other than paralysis or anything like that, you start somewhere. Everybody starts. If you're watching this video and you're wondering who's this guy, my name's Richard. I'm an adventure filmmaker. I focus on running and trying to motivate you to get out there and do things that you thought was impossible. You don't have to be the best at it. You don't even have to be good at it. Just to get yourself out of the house, off the couch and into nature. Take a walk, take a run, take a cycle. You never know the difference it can make in your life, like it made in mine. Going from zero running to finishing my first marathon at the age of 48. You just don't know what's possible with your body unless you're willing to take a try. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it. If you could like the video, maybe leave me a message in the comments. And if you feel inclined to do so, please subscribe. My name's Richard, and this has been Richard Talks.